independent cinema, I mean, come on. I mean, the most important films are coming out of the independent, cinema and independent spirit. I grew up making, movies in the independent world, and Zebrahead was my first film, and the Sundance Film Festival was my first film festival, and I was inspired and opened up to guys like Robert Rodriguez and Quentin Tarantino that year. I was thinking when I was making this movie, what would John Cassavetes do? I would always say, what would JC do? How would JC handle this? And I mean, independent filmmakers, you got to have balls. You got to be ready to fight, and you got to be ready to shed blood. Nothing is going to be handed to you. And this movie, Beats, Rhymes, and Life, The Travels of a Tribe Called Quest, it was the truest form of independent films. I paid for this movie for the most part out of my pocket, and then kind of picked up a team along the way. And we just started with a camera. It was four of us and a camera.
It had been, 20 some odd years we've been rocking together, and he just kind of caught us at the right time. We were about to go on the Rock the Bells tour, and I saw Nas about a month before we began the tour. He was in my ear saying, yo, you guys are like hip-hop's Beatles, and what's up with this documentary? Like, do you have anything somebody should be walking around? It's like, yeah, we talked about it for years, but it never happened. He was like, come on.
A few people offered to make the movie. You know what I mean? Mike, people can say they're fans of hip-hop and all that stuff. Oh, I love hip-hop, blah, 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 and all that stuff. But I remember being 17, 18 in the clubs, and this guy was there.
Rappaport is a hip-hop junkie, and I always knew that about him even before I met him. So by the time he approached me, I was the last member that he actually asked if he could do a documentary. The other three already said yes, so I easily said yes. It was a very easy transaction. Once he started shooting, I'm a very discreet individual for the most part, and I don't like cameras following me around all crazy unless we're doing a video, you know what I mean? But, with this being a documentary, I knew it was important to him, and I looked at it like there's not a lot of rap groups that get documentaries done about them.
It's a great movie, not just for the sake of A Tribe Called Quest, for the sake of hip-hop. It gives a really nice little comprehensive history of our little time in hip-hop, so it's really good.
I saw it with a live audience at Sundance, as well as Tribeca back home, and the other night, Tuesday night in DC at Silver Docks. You know what I mean? So I'm used to it now. Hopefully LA will feel the same way, that the other places felt. You know what I mean? So far, so good, man. It's been overwhelming for real.